actual questions asked in my Senior SDET interview at Acceldata Round 2 with over 4 years of experience. Each question is followed by a brief sample answer. Answers may vary depending on your experience and style. Question 1. Tell me briefly about yourself. Answer. I have over 4 years of experience in QA and automation, primarily focused on API automation using Python and PyTest. Experience includes microservices, CI, CD, Docker, Kubernetes, and cloud environments. Question 2. Explain your tech stack and roles and responsibilities. Answer. Tech stack includes Python, PyTest, REST APIs, Jenkins, Docker, Kubernetes, SQL, AWS. Responsibilities cover requirement analysis, framework development, CI/CD, debugging, DB validation, production issues, and cross-team collaboration. Question 3. Explain your automation framework. Answer. My framework is modular and scalable, featuring reusable API client layers, helper modules, centralized config, logging, reporting, environment-based execution, and CI/CD integration. Separation of concerns ensures maintainability. Question 4. What technical challenges did you face while building the framework? Answer. Challenges included managing environment configs, dynamic test data, microservice dependencies, flaky tests, rate limiting, and standardized logging. Solutions involved abstraction, retries, fixtures, and structured logging. Question 5. Difference between 401 and 403. Answer. 401 means unauthorized, authentication failed due to invalid or missing token. 403 is forbidden, authentication succeeded but user lacks permission. Question 6. Are you aware of rate limiting? How do you handle a 200 request/min limit in parallel tests? Answer. Strategies include retries with exponential backoff, request throttling, shared rate limiting logic, reducing threads, and mocking dependencies to avoid overwhelming services. Question 7. Faced connection pool exceptions. Answer. Yes, typically from too many concurrent connections, improper closures, or small pool sizes. Solutions. Correct pool sizing, proper closure, managing parallelism. Question 8. Faced concurrency exceptions. How did you handle them? Answer. Yes, mainly in parallel execution due to shared data or resources. Handling unique test data, avoid shared state, transaction isolation, and synchronization. Question 9. Merge two sorted arrays without duplicates. Time and space complexity? Answer. Use two pointers, compare elements, add smaller to result, skip duplicates. Time, O(n plus m). Space, O(n plus m). Question 10. How would you test a Spark ETL pipeline running on Kubernetes from HDFS to ADLS? Answer. Check infrastructure health, pod scheduling, storage connectivity, permissions. Verify configs, environment variables, resources. Validate input format, schema, record counts, transformations, output consistency. Monitor end-to-end flow and job completion. Question 11. How do you validate readiness before processing starts? Answer. Validate infrastructure, configs, permissions, secrets, resources, networking. Run a smoke job before full execution. Question 12. Data store is on a different machine, Kubernetes and EKS. How do they communicate? Answer. Through VPC configuration, security groups, network routing, DNS, and exposed service endpoints, ensuring port and firewall access. Question 13. Worked with big data or Hadoop? Answer. Basic exposure with HDFS, distributed storage, Spark job flow, and ETL pipelines. Focus has been testing strategies, not development. Question 14. Linux commands you have used. Answer. ls, cd, pwd, grep, cat, tailfvs, top, chmod, kill, mainly for debugging and log inspection. Question 15. Kubectl commands you have used. Answer. Kubectl git pods, describe pod, logs, git services, git deployments for monitoring and debugging Kubernetes workloads. Question 16. Why is Kubernetes more reliable than Docker alone? Answer. Docker manages containers on a single host. Kubernetes adds self-healing, auto-scaling, rolling deployments, load balancing, resource management, production-grade orchestration. Question 17. Are you aware of Docker Compose? Answer. Yes, it's for multi-container setups, defined in Docker Compose. YML mainly used for local development, not large-scale production orchestration. Key takeaways. This interview round targets architecture maturity and tests depth in concurrency, rate limiting, distributed system testing, and infrastructure awareness. Structured answers make a strong impact. Thanks for watching. For more details, check the description below.